Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Lifestyle with Tolu Ola and my name is Tolu Ola. You're welcome. In our previous videos, we talked about blood group, we talked about blood, we talked about rhesus factor, and today we'll be talking about something that is also interesting and important, and it's genotype. Oh, I'm sure you've heard about genotype before. So it's nothing new, but as much as you think it's nothing new, there are still so many people that are not clear about issues and things that are related to genotype. And remember that this channel is about learning, sharing together, breaking away from ignorance, and being educated, enlightened to everything that has to do with our health, our lifestyle, our well-being. And I hope that by the end of this video you would have learned a thing or two. Don't forget to share this video, like, and then subscribe to my channel by hitting the notification bell so that anytime I post a new video you get it immediately. So let's go right into our gist for today. So like I said, we're talking about genotype. Many times we mix up genotype with blood group. They are not the same. They are not the same. It's just because we are not familiar or we're not used to it. It's not everything we deal with daily. So that's probably why we mix it up. So when we're talking about blood group, we are referring to your blood group. Like, for instance, you might be A positive, A negative, O positive, O negative. That's blood group. But when we're talking about genotype, we're talking about being AA, AS, or SS. These three genotypes I've mentioned are very common. Most people know, oh, what's your genotype? Oh, I'm AA, I'm AS, and I am SS. But there are actually 6 genotypes, and they are AC, which is a rare one. Most people rarely get to hear about AC, but there's AC. AC is a carrier like AS. What do I mean carrier? These genotypes carry sickle cell anemia. So if, for instance, someone with genotype AS gets married to someone with genotype AS, because the both of them are carriers, they're going to have a child with a genotype SS. The likelihood is very strong. The same way a genotype AC partners and gets married to someone with a genotype AC, the both of them are most likely to have a baby with sickle cell. And even if AS partners with AC, the likelihood of them having giving birth to a child with the genotype SS is so strong. That's why those genotypes are incompatible, and it's usually advisory not to have children if you're both AS, you're both AC, or you're either AS or AC. This is because the likelihood of you having a child that is SS is just too strong. In fact, it's very likely you're going to have children that are have the genotype SS and will have sickle cell disease, which is really a painful and traumatic disease. If you've met a sickle cell warrior before and you've shared with their pain, you understand how painful and traumatic sickle cell disease is. So these three categories of combinations I have just mentioned are not advised to have children together. Now we have SS and SC. These two genotypes are genotypes that are the sickle cell disease genotype. It's just that SC is another variant of that disease, but it's still sickle cell. So CC is really, really, really rare, but it also comes with a disease, but it's just said to be mild compared to what you have with SS and SC. I hope I have been able to put some clarity to the genotypes we have, the 6 of them. In fact, one of the reasons I started making videos was I came across this story, and it happened that a lady and I think her son had read about genotypes, and she was curious to know her genotype. Interestingly, she had never checked her genotype even before she got married and started having children. So I read it up that she checked her genotype, and in the lab they gave her the result and it was AC. And she didn't know what it was because most of us are familiar with AA, AS, and SS, but very few people realize that you also have AC, you have SC, and you have CC, the rarest of them. So she didn't know what AC meant, and she took it to someone she felt was a medical person, or had medical knowledge, to explain to her, but she wasn't satisfied, or she didn't get good explanation or something in that sort. So I thought to myself that I know a bit, I can share this. Remember, I'm not a doctor, so I do not take the place of any medical personnel. I am just here to share, and I hope we can share together, learn together. The core thing I'm interested in is breaking ignorance. I want as many people to be enlightened, know these things. They are everyday things you should know, and yeah, that's what we're all about. So the genotype AA is referred to a universal compatible genotype because that AA can partner or get married to any genotype with, and there will be no child from that union with SS genotype. So it's AA can get married to someone that has genotype AS, genotype AC, genotype SS, genotype SC, genotype CC. That is the genotype AA. But for any other genotype, you might not be able to try that. Like I said earlier, AS and AC, they are carriers. So both of them getting married, whether it's AS AS, AC AC, or AC AS, they are carriers. And if they get married, the likelihood is that their children will have the SS genotype. And anybody that has met a warrior, a sickle cell warrior, and has experienced and seen what they go through will not want that for any child. So it is advisable for those genotype not to partner and have marriages and give birth to children. I every day I hope sometime in future there'll be a breakthrough, and medicine would have advanced and this would be taken care of. But until then, it's best to stay clear and stay off. So this is all for today. Thank you for listening to my channel. Remember to share to your friends and family. Until my next video, bye. Have a great day.